If you're just getting started with your business or you're just getting started in marketing in general, you're probably asking yourself, where do I start? Digital marketing and digital advertising can be extremely confusing. There are so many different ways to market, so many different ways to advertise, so many strategic fundamentals, so many tactics, so many different ways to sell my stuff to so many different types of people. What on earth do I focus on, and what are my options? These might be the kind of questions that you're up against, and so what I want to go through here is quite simply a digital marketing 101 when it comes to the 6 major forms of digital marketing and advertising that exist. And then I'm going to tell you where I believe at different stages in your business you should be putting your focus. And I think number 5 is going to surprise you. But we're going to start with the first, and that's social media marketing. When we're talking about social media marketing, we're just broadly talking about using social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, TikTok, and any others you can think of to market your business. Largely what we're talking about here is organic, but of course social media can also include paid advertising, although there's some overlap. But essentially what we're talking about is influencer collaborations. We're talking about posting on your own social media accounts. We're talking about collaborations with other social media channels. We're talking about using groups and communities and direct messages and all of these things to bring your potential target audience together and market to them. I believe that social media marketing in its organic format should actually go a little bit later in your list if you're just starting your business. And I know that a lot of you probably are saying, what? Social media marketing later? Shouldn't I start with social media? No, you shouldn't. Number 2 is SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. And what this means is optimizing your website to come up in Google search when people search for words and phrases that have to do with your business, that takes them through a relevant buyer's journey. So if you're a laundromat, you want to make sure that people in your area, when they're searching for laundromats and laundry related things, are going to find you first. You're going to rank towards the top of Google search. It makes sense. And of course, as you get more complex and you reach larger groups of people, your SEO strategy goes way beyond on-page SEO, meaning the actual content that's going on your website, into off-page SEO, which is all the other stuff that you do to drive traffic and authority to your site through backlinks and other ways of authority building. SEO is extremely important because if you get to work on it right away and start actually doing the bedrock work that you need to optimize for search, you're going to put yourself in an amazing position to crush your competitors. I know this firsthand. I'm a partner at Get Hyped, and Get Hyped did something extremely good right from the beginning, which is engage in search engine marketing. And we get a lot of our leads for our marketing agency through search. When people are searching for very specific marketing topics, they tend to find us, and then they call us, and then we get the opportunity to serve those people. It's a really fantastic way to get above your competitors and really start making a huge impact on really the world's #1 website. PPC advertising, or pay-per-click advertising. It's sort of an old school term, but when I talk about PPC advertising, I'm really talking about the whole gamut of paid advertising. Because in some way, it's all pay-per-click advertising, even though you get charged on different things than the click. The reason this came about is because Google ads, for example, are often in pay-per-click, especially if you're doing search ads. You're often monitoring that CPC, or cost per click number, to get it at the perfect cost to optimize your lead flow or your purchase flow. And you're even bidding on certain CPCs to be able to drive leads and sales for your business. But PPC now runs the gamut, and it really includes Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Pinterest ads, TikTok ads, and all of that. Because while you're often charged on CPM instead of CPC, CPM meaning cost per 1,000 impressions, M Roman numeral, you're still being charged essentially on the cost to reach someone, just like you are with CPC. So now when we talk about PPC, or pay per click, we're really talking about all of these different platforms, these social media platforms, specifically the paid advertising. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is number 1 on my list with what you should start with in your business, because it is the only thing on this list that I'm going to go through with you right now that is practically instant and can be overnight to getting you rocketed into your business. Search engine optimization, social media marketing, and other things that I'm going to list here today, they are extremely important and they can take a very long time. Whereas pay-per-click advertising can boost your awareness and your conversions immediately and start giving you that real kickstart that you need. It also has this fantastic way of testing out your messaging, positioning, and even your product market fit, because there are many reasons why people would not convert on ads. And it doesn't always have to do with your product. Sometimes it has to do with your messaging. Sometimes it has to do with their conversion rate on your website or on your lead forms. There are so many different things that paid advertising helps you suss out very, very quickly, along with the early results that you can get. That's why I recommend really you should start with pay-per-click advertising when you're starting your business. And as a marketer, there's nothing else more important to learn. Number 4 is email marketing. And a lot of people say that email marketing does not work anymore. Trust me, it 100% does still work. And it's extremely crucial. I would say over my many years helping other businesses with marketing, I would say most of them come to me, 80% maybe, doing almost no email, 90% with no meaningful email, meaning they haven't designed flows. They haven't designed email sequences. They haven't designed segmentation and tagging or a consistent campaign system. They're just not emailing enough. And a lot of that comes down to motivation, effort, and time, because it doesn't seem to be a priority because you often get emails and you archive them, you don't even look at them. And so we just assume that we shouldn't be doing that to other people because they're not reading them either. Assumptions are the worst thing that you can do when you're designing a marketing strategy. Always go by the data. And the data shows email still works. I told you number 5 is going to be surprising, and it is mobile marketing. And you may not think surprising at first, of course we should be designing for mobile, but when you think about it, do you really do that? Do you design everything for mobile? Most of us business owners, marketers, we get up every day, we get a cup of coffee, we come to our desks like this, our monitors like this, and we say, okay, let's go design some marketing content. But we're using desktop stuff to get to mobile people, and we don't often think that way. Even though as consumers, when you flip the script, you realize that almost everything you consume is on mobile. So why don't we think that way? It's fine. It's normal. We're in a weird transition time right now, but it's definitely what you need to start thinking about. And there's really 2 types of mobile marketing that you should start putting your finger on right now and digging into. In fact, I think that you should consider taking 2 days this week in your business to just stop everything and audit the mobile implications of all the marketing and advertising that you're doing, from the ads to the ad copy to the content marketing that you're doing and everything else. Even your website and landing pages, especially your website and landing pages. And that's number 1 with mobile marketing. You really need to be thinking about the optimizations. When you're looking at something on a screen that's this big, what are the ramifications of that? What's the experience of scrolling through something on an email or a website, a landing page, any sort of funnel? What about when you see an ad in a feed? How much space does it take up? How much of the text actually gets shown in the feed? What about on TikTok when your videos autoplay? Are they optimized for autoplay? All of these things are mobile first implications that need to be optimized for because, let's be honest, 96% of all of the people that are consuming the stuff that you're marketing, they're consuming it on mobile. And the second is direct mobile marketing, and I mean SMS marketing and push notification marketing. These are things you really need to be thinking about right away, likely first with SMS marketing, because it works incredibly well and you're going to get open rates so much better than you'll ever get an email. It'll really blow you away. And once again, don't assume that other people hate SMS marketing because you don't like the SMS marketing that you receive. Do it better, do it less, whatever it takes, just do it. Number 6 is content marketing. This is content marketing. All content that you have on the internet, from social media organic to YouTube channels, blogs to Pinterest pins, LinkedIn posts, and everything in between is content marketing. Everything that adds value and establishes expertise, where you're directly giving out information for free in exchange for building up enough trust to get leads and sales to your site, that's content marketing. And it is one of the most important things that you can do. But this is the most important thing with content marketing that you have to keep in mind. This is so crucial and so often missed. You need to not make the mistake of seeing your content marketing as a means to an end. You need to see it as an end in and of itself. Meaning, if you are building a YouTube channel or an Instagram presence or a TikTok channel, whatever it is that you're building, You can't quit after 3 months. You can't quit after 6 months. You can't quit after 2 years. This is not going to be overnight, but it's also not even going to be 3 months. It's not even going to be 6 months. It takes time. You need to look at it as building an asset. Like you're going on a weight loss program trying to lose 100 pounds. You know it's going to take you a long time, but you also know that without consistency, you will never ever do it, and it's extremely important. That's the mentality that you need to take to content marketing. You're building an asset which could be so valuable if you just stuck to it. Now, what I see most people do is they quit. They quit way too soon, and they were never able to see any success, and usually they poured a lot of money down the drain in that impatience. They convinced themselves it wasn't working because it didn't work in 3 months, 6 months, a year, and then it was just not as important anymore. And while I agree it takes a long time, and while I agree it should certainly not be the first or only thing you do in your business, it is necessary, and it is going to create so much of a cushion for your business a few years from now, you won't believe it. If you want proof on this, just think of some of your favorite YouTubers, the folks with millions of subscribers, and go look at how long they've been doing this. I think you'll be shocked that many of them have been doing it for nearly a decade. And at one time, they were slogging away thinking it'll never work just like you. But they stuck to it, and now we envy them. Just think about that. Hey, a like on the video goes a long way. A small thing for a long way. It just helps me reach more business owners with this content, sends a signal to the algorithm that, bink, this is good stuff. Put that above the crap. And I'd love to have you as a subscriber and part of the community. Okay, have a great day.